Good, I hope. Nice to see you guys. Everyone have some weights? Cans, weights, whatever you have. And we're not going to use a squishy ball because I bet everyone might not have a squishy ball. Let's just use weights today, okay? So start standing. Cool, okay. Just on, if you have a squishy, like a Pilates mat, maybe don't stand on that because we're going to do a little stability work. Just stand on your hardwood or carpet or whatever. All right, so standing nice and tall, roll those shoulders back and away from your ears. Let go of any tension through your neck there. And then let's think even weight through both of our feet. So each one of your toes pressing, your heels are pressing. Think of a little lift through your arch. Inner thighs are connected, shoulders relaxed, of course, and head back. We'll all probably have the tendency to be here. Let's try and stay back there. We'll start just arms straight in front. Turn your palms up, open out, palms down, and then down. So just straight up, turn those palms up, open, palms down, and lower. Good. Up, open, rotate, and down. So go 4 more like this. Up, open, palms up, palms down, and lower. And as you're doing this, think of growing tall. Think of that connection. Heels are pressing into the mat. Top of your head is reaching right up to the ceiling. And you don't need to lock your elbows. Just think nice, gentle bends, and then back down. Go 1 more. Up, open, palms down, and lower. All right, so now go reach those arms straight in front, hold there. You're gonna drop straight down nice and low, and then stand up. Pull those arms behind you a little bit when you come to standing. So you're gonna go down, press into your heels, and stand. Inhale down, lead with your tailbone as you come down. So thinking about your core, staying connected, nice long spine back up. So inhale down. Whoops, arms can come back. Inhale down, exhale, press through each one of your toes as you stand. 2 more here. You ready? 1 more. Inhale down, press all the way up, and then drop right down and stay. So you're gonna open your right leg out to the side. So all of your weight is in your left. Try to keep your left knee in line with your left middle toe there. More weight in your left heel than your toes. And then you're gonna stand up, press through your left heel, a little bit through your left big toe as you come to standing. So don't quite lock that left leg. Ready? You're gonna do that again. So inhale down, stand up, pulling that right leg in. You can step it in or slide it, doesn't matter. Inhale down, press. Got it, we got 6 more. Lower and up, doesn't matter how low you go, think stability. Stability through that left glute, left inner thigh, left outer thigh, all working together. Stand up for 4, bending left, straightening left. 3, and up. 2 more. Keep that core connected, don't let your back arch. Last 1, lower, pull in, stand. So your left leg isn't quite locked. Ready? We're gonna do the same thing behind us. Reach forward. Right leg steps back. Try to keep your left knee over your left heel like I am now. And then stand up through your left as you come in. So back, inhale, down, reaching those arms. Press through your left heel, standing up. Go for 6, lower, stand up through your left. 5, lower, and up. 4 more. 3, try to keep that left knee reaching straight forward. There we go. Last 2. Last 1, left knee reaches straight forward. Pull right on in, stay. So most of your weight's still in your left. Drop straight down and up. Inhale down, think of your nice long waistlines. Lower and lift. Go for 4. Just let those arms hang by your sides. Last 2. Last 1, stay low. Step your right leg out to the side. So you're coming into a slide lunge. Shift your weight into that right, and then come all the way back in. Ready? So try not to lean too much to the left like I did there. You're gonna drop down this time, reach your right arm in front. Right leg steps out to the side. Pull back in, standing tall. Inhale out. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Press through your right to pull back in. You've got 4. 3. Last 2. Reach. And in, last 1, ready? Reach, pull back in, feet are hip distance apart, come right up onto your toes, hold there, lower those knees, bend your knees so your heels are lifted, lower, and press all the way up. Inhale, lower, take it slow, control the movement, reaching those arms, and press. Let's have palms facing up, lower, and lift, lengthening that spine, lower, you're still lengthening your spine as you bend, and press. 2 more, palms face one another again, reach, and up, 1 more, lowering, hold there, lower your right heel, lift it up, lower your left, lift it up, right again, lower, and up, hips stay steady, and up, 1 more right, and up, 1 more left, lower, and lift, bend those elbows in, ready, both, drop both heels, lift them both. Inhale down, keep that core connected, and lift. You got 5, 4, press through each one of those toes, 3, last 2, head back, last 1, press up, stand all the way up, and then drop those heels down. Give those legs a little shake. You ready? We're gonna do the same set on the other side. Okay, so start just low. So leading with your tail when you come into that squat, ribs are tight around your center, core is connected. So we're gonna go leg out to the side. As you pull it in, stand up on that right leg. So you're going out here, stand up on your right as you pull in. Lower. So now we got right glute really as the focus here. Right obliques keeping you steady. 4 more. Remember, don't quite lock that right leg when you stand. 3, 2, inhale down, exhale in. Last 1, reaching, pulling in, stand there. Your right leg is not quite locked. You're ready? You're gonna step it back from there. So dropping low, hinging that upper body forward, stand up through your right, pulling in. Let's go, reach and pull in. Inhale down, exhale, press. If you need a little bit more stability help, just open those arms out to this side. That's totally fine. You've got 4, 3, control, and up. Think about that right inner thigh squeezing toward your midline. 2, last 1, you ready? Pressing up, hold there, still most of your weight in your right, dropping low, lifting up. Inhale, low, lifting up. You can hinge your upper body forward slightly, lower, lower, core connects up. Go for 5, core connects up. 4, press through that heel. 3, press. Last 2, press. Last 1, press up, stay there. You're gonna step your left foot out to this side now. So into that lunge, that side lunge, reaching, let's go this way, both out, and then pull back in. Reaching out, and then pull back in. I gotta move over a little. Reach out, bending left, press through your left, coming to standing. Reach, press. Go for 5. Reach, exhale, press. 4. Find that stability through your right leg as you come back up. Don't lock it. 3, 2, last 1. Reach long. Pull all the way in, feet about hip distance apart. Coming right up onto your toes. Hold there. Find that stability, press each one of those toes down. Hold, lower your heels. Take a breath, do that again. Straight up onto your toes, top of your head reaches up. Lower with control. Let's do that again. So go for 4, straight up. Press through each one of your toes, feel that core connect. Waistlines are long, dropping down, keeping that connection. 3. Last 2. Feel that length through your spine. Last one coming up. Stay right there. Bend your knees. Keep that length through your spine. Reach your arms straight forward. Standing up, lengthen all the way. Heels stay lifted. Dropping with control. Feel your inner thighs squeezing toward one another. Don't let them fall open. 4. Whoa. And up. 3. Inhale, control. Think about that pelvic floor lifting gently as you stand. Last 2. Whoa, my stability is funny today, my balance. Last one, go right up. And then slow control down, take a breath. Hold there, relax those shoulders away from your ears. Drop your heels, lift your heels. Drop your heels, lift those heels. Straight up, go 4. 3, 2, and up. Last one, right up, stand all the way up. Take a breath, drop those heels, give those legs a little shake. Okay, guys, good job. All right, keep your weights handy. Come onto your mat. All right. So feet about hip distance apart, weights down by your side. All right, so let's start with our hands on our hips. So thinking about our neutral. So your ribs are tight around your center, your tailbone is tipping away from you. You have that little space behind your low back there. All right, so we're just gonna come into an imprint. So think of rocking your pelvis back. Your tailbone will lift a little bit. You're squishing that little space behind your low back and then roll your pelvis away. So now you're creating that space behind your low back. Let's do that again. Rock back, that little pelvic tilt, squishing that little space, and then let that space live underneath your low back. It's hard to see with all my black, right? Do that again. Inhale, squish. And then go one more like this. Inhale, squishing that little bit. And then come back to neutral and just find that comfortable position. So it shouldn't feel like you're pressing yourself into neutral and you really have to work to keep it. It shouldn't feel grippy or any kind of pain. It should just feel pretty comfortable. Try to keep your ribs tighter under center as well. That's part of that neutral. And then from here, keep that pelvis evenly weighted from right to left. We're just going to start with our right knee. Open it out to the side. Left hip stays heavy. And then pull back in. Now go left. Open it out. And then pull back in. So it would be easy to just drop your legs and then pull them back in using your hip flexors. But we want to think more about, and it would be easy to do that using your hip flexors, letting your pelvis move. We want to think more about stability. So keeping your pelvis totally still as we move these legs. So left hip is heavy as your right leg opens out. Maybe you can't open as wide as you think you could. You got to keep that pelvis still. Go left again. Pull back in. Hold. Now from here, let's do the same thing with our arms. So reach your arms up to the ceiling. Hold those weights. Okay, so we were going from imprint to neutral with our pelvis. Now let's go from protraction to retraction with our shoulders. So same kind of idea. Protraction, reaching up to the ceiling. Your shoulder blades are not on the mat. And then retraction, slide those shoulder blades together, kind of squeeze them in towards your spine. Neither should feel very good. Protract, reach up, and then retract, slide those shoulder blades back together. So go for a couple more like that. Reaching up, just getting that full range of movement for your shoulder there, your shoulder blade. One more, press, reach,
Feel those shoulder blades are wide, like they're kind of coming underneath your armpits when you're protracting, and when you're retracting, they're moving in towards your spine. Now find your neutral shoulder, so it should be somewhere between those two extreme positions. It should feel really nice and comfy. We want to try to keep that position as we move our arms. So let's go right arm out to this side. So don't let this one protract to counterbalance. Don't let it retract, just keep it neutral. Right arm opens, and then bring your right arm back up. Same thing left, right arm is reaching, right shoulder blade stays flat on the mat, left arm opens, and then press back up. So notice what else happens as you do this. Depending on your weight, you may feel that it's very hard to open your arm out without using the other one to counterbalance. Really try not to do that. I would say ditch your weights if you're feeling that way, and really just let your body take the weight of your arm. Think about that stability coming from your center, not your neck. Your shoulders are working together here. So your right arm opens, your left shoulder blade is staying neutral, left shoulder is staying, left arm bone is staying right in your shoulder socket. Go left, press up, and then one more each way. Again, noticing if you're feeling your neck or tensing anywhere else, try not to let those take over. Keep that chin tucking gently into your chest so you're not, come right back up and hold. Now let's do both together. So we're gonna open right leg and right arm at the same time. So the left side of your body could hang onto the mat. The left side of your body could just swing over with your right. We don't want to do either. We want to try and keep our body as neutral and just kind of relaxed as possible. So maybe you're only opening a little bit, that's fine. I would start small. So open right arm, right leg, just go that little bit. As far as you feel, nothing gripping, and then come back in, hold, and then go left, opening, hold, and then pull back in. So you've really got to think about that. As you open, the left arm and knee want to both drop out to the left side to counterbalance you. Don't let them. Think about your core connecting as you open out. Take a breath. Pull all the way back in. Now start to think about your rib cage. Is your rib cage staying evenly weighted from right to left? And then how about your head? Are you gripping through your neck? Are you gripping through your feet, through your hips? Got two more each side. So remember, a small movement, a small steady movement is way better than a large unsteady movement. So I'm not going very far at all. Go one more, let's go left and left. And then pull back in and hold. Good. Okay, so from here, we're gonna reach both arms overhead. So reaching your arms, your shoulders can lift that little bit up as your arms reach. And then press those arms back up to the ceiling. So thinking about your shoulder blades staying pretty flat against the mat, your arms lift, your whole body does an arch, and press up. Go for 3 like this. Again, noticing tension through your neck. What about those ribs? Are they staying tight around your center? They should be. 2. Feels like it should be a pretty simple movement, right? It's actually quite complicated to do it correctly. So without your ribs lifting, without tensing through your neck and your upper traps up through here, just really isolating those arms. Reach back up to the ceiling, hold. So make sure you can touch your heels with your fingertips, and then just press straight up into those heels. So lifting your hips up, take a breath here. So now let's do the same thing. We're gonna reach our arms overhead. Relaxing through your neck, through those shoulders, press back up. Now we're gonna drop our hips at the same time. So hips drop, arms reach. Inhale down, exhale up. So go for 4 like this, feeling even pressure through both of your heels. Much more weight into your heels than your toes. Even weight on those shoulders. Go for 3. Go for 2. Exhale and press. Last one, inhale down. Exhale, let's press all the way up. Hold at the top. Press a little bit more through your left heel. Lift your right heel. Stay there. Relax those shoulders away from your ears and then float that right leg to tabletop. So holding when that's there, your left knee is reaching straight in front. Left inner thigh is squeezing toward your midline as if you have a ball in here, you're squeezing towards it. If anyone feels their back, just bring your arms down. That's absolutely fine. So from here, we're going to reach our right leg just so it's in line with your left and then pull it back in. If you want, you can add arms, reach. Constant pressure through that left heel. Inhale out. Exhale in. You have 4 more. Constant pressure through that left heel and left big toe. 3. Last 2. How about that neck? Is it staying relaxed? Last one, reach, pull back in, hold. You ready? Drop your hips. Press them up. Inhale, lower. You can open your arms if you want. Exhale, press. Remember, if you feel your back, bring your arms down. Go for a smaller range of movement. You could also have both feet on the ground. That's fine. You've got 4. Exhale, press through that heel. Don't forget about that left inner thigh. 3. Shoulder blades stay flat on the mat. Neck is relaxed. 2. Last one. Exhale, press up, holding there. Lower your right toe ball heel. Roll all the way down to the mat. Take a nice breath. We're going to reach our arms overhead. Open them out, circle them down, and then do that again. All the way up. Open, control. Careful if you're holding hands. My weight strap onto my hands. I always would get a little nervous. I was going to drop a hand on my face. Go one more all the way around. Circle up to the top. Hold there. Now let's go the opposite way. So press down, turn your palms to face up as you open wide. Circle around and then back up to the ceiling. So again, thinking about those shoulder blades staying flat against the mat. And up. Go for 4. And up. 3, reach. Nice wide circle. And up. Last 2. Think about that neck a little bit. Last 1. Keeping it relaxed all the way up. Oops. Hold at the top. Shoulder blades are flush against the mat. Press through those heels. Lift them both up. Stay when you're there. Okay, so let's give an extra press into our right heel this time. We're going to bring our left leg up. Remember, you can stay with your toes down. You can keep your whole foot down. Doesn't matter. Okay, so from there, and you can bring your arms down as an option as well. Reach and then pull in. So keeping those hips lifted. Trying to keep your weight as even on your shoulders as you can. So keep that right shoulder blade heavy. Reach and in. You can add those arms if you want. Reaching long, pulling in. Reaching long, think length all the way, and reach. Last 2. Constant pressure through that right heel, right inner thigh squeezes toward your midline. 2. Last 1, reach it out. Pull back in, stay. Drop your hips, lift them up. Don't let your right knee fall out. You can open those arms. Inhale down. Exhale, press. You've got 4. Ribs come down with your tailbone. Press. 3. Remember, smaller range. Keep that left foot down if you feel your back. 2. Last 1. Press right up. Lower those toes all the way. Roll all the way down to the mat. And then hold when you're there. Okay, so keeping those arm bones flat against the mat. From here, we're going to open our arms nice and wide to the side. Really, really reach through your fingertips. Now just your right arm up and open it back out. Keep it reaching. Don't let it rest on the mat. Now just your left. Up and open back out. Lower them an inch. Do the same thing. Right arm straight up and out. Left arm straight up and back out. Lower both arms an inch, like closer to your hips. So you're getting down from your perpendicular, down on a little bit of an angle. Right arm up again. And open on that angle. Left arm up again. Open on that angle. Lower those arms another inch, closer to your hips. Right arm up. Keep those shoulder blades flat. Left arm up. Shoulder blades flat, another inch. Right arm up. And reach long, and then left. Up. And reach long. One more inch down towards those hips, holding their right arm up. And down, left arm up. Shoulder blades stay flat. Lower right back down, and then lower your arms down by your sides. You can drop your weights there. Find that neutral again. If you lost it, ribs tight around your center. Let's bring our hands behind our head. So letting your head be nice and heavy in those hands. Tuck your chin. Peel up to flexion. So looking down towards your knees, feeling that your rib cage has slid down towards the top of those hips. Take a nice breath, really feeling that your head is heavy in your hand, your neck is relaxed, right? Slow and controlled lower back to the mat. So let's think of coming up maybe 3 counts. Let's come down for 4. So we're going to come up 3, 2, 1. Holding, glutes are relaxed, hip flexors are relaxed, belly button is pulling in, ribs are as close to your hips as they can be. Coming back for 4, coming back for 3. Keep your gaze towards your knees as long as you can. 2 and 1. Let's do that again. Tucking that chin, curling 3, 2, 1. Rolling back 4, 3, 2, 1. So back slower because that's the eccentric contraction. That's what I really want you to feel. Let's do that again. 4 more like that. Tuck 3, 2, 1. Challenge yourself. Keep those abs working. Keep your head heavy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it again. Tucking up, rolling back. Glutes are relaxed. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last couple like this. Tuck that chin and curl. Back for 4, back for 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Let's tuck all the way to hold. So you're looking towards those knees, right? Even weight on your hips. Lift your right heel, lift your left heel, and stay right there. So take a couple breaths. Really think about your head being heavy in those hands. Keep your glutes relaxed. Bring your right leg to tabletop. Toes drop down. Left leg to tabletop. Toes drop down. So when you lift your leg, you're not going to let your weight shift the opposite side. Left up, right hip stays heavy, and down. Now let's lift right up. Stay. Lift left up. Stay. Now tap down. And up. Left. Tap down. And up again. Go right. If anyone's neck is bothering them, you can do this flat. That's absolutely fine. Just make sure your chin is staying pulled into your chest. And up. Tap. And up. You're going to do 1 more each way. And up. 1 more switch. Back up, holding here. Reach your right. Pull it in. Last little set here left. You can come back up. If you were down, you can lower down. If you were up with your upper body, just testing our endurance a little bit here. Reach. And in, exhale out. And in 2 more each side. Reach. Reach. And back. Last one right. And in. Last one left. Back in. Lower your right. Lower your left. Lower all the way down. All right, reach those legs straight out in front of you. Grab your weights again. All right. So arms reach straight up. Shoulder blades flat against the mat. Reach those arms overhead without letting your back arch. And then pull them back up towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades flush against the mat. Tuck your chin, coming into full roll-ups. So you can reach your arms forward so the weight can help guide you up to seated. If you reach your arms more towards the ceiling, it's going to be a little harder on your abs. Same thing on the way down. If you keep your arms forward, it's going to take some of the work out of your core. If you reach your arms up, it gets harder and harder and harder. Slow and controlled, lowering all the way down. Reach those arms overhead. Go 1 more just like that, tucking. So here for a little bit easier, here for a little bit harder. Reach out to those toes. Stack back up, roll all the way down. Reach and hold. Bend your right leg in. So just a comfortable distance. The closer in, the harder it's going to be. So don't go too close. Reach those arms, tuck that chin, This time you're gonna stay in just that little half roll back here. So relax those shoulders down, rolling all the way down. And reach, let's do that again. Tuck that chin, even weight through your hips, coming up, hold, and then roll back. Rolling through each little vertebrae one at a time. Switch those legs. Let's do that left. Tucking your chin, keep that right hip heavy, rolling. And all the way back. One vertebra at a time. One more like this. Tuck. All the way back. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Let's try with both legs bent. Remember, the closer in they are, the harder it's going to be. So kind of choose your own adventure here. Arms come forward. Tuck your chin. Belly button to spine roll. Take your time. Reach those arms. Roll all the way back. Ready? One more like this. We're going to stay at the top. Tuck your chin, belly button in, press those heels. Come right up to seated, reach those arms up, and then lower your arms down. So they're just at about shoulder height. Scoop back, so just into that little half roll back. So hold when you're here. You're going to bring your arms up and your arms down. So I'm not scooped back very far. I'm in a round back. I'm not in a flat back like that. Keep that little scoop, just arms and down. And down. So as your arms lift, nothing in your body changes, just those arms. And down. Two more. And down. One more. Let's go. Arms up. Lower down. And then use your abs. Come all the way back to seated. Take a breath. So we'll do the same thing. If anyone feels their back when they're doing this, don't scoop back quite as far. If you have a ball and your back is bothering you, use the ball so you can just rest a little bit more on the ball. But if you don't, just come out of the scoop a little bit. All right, so I'll show you the front view for this one. So same idea. Remember, not scooping back too far. Belly button pulls in, roll, stay right there. We're gonna open our right arm out. Our left arm is reaching forward. Hold when you're there. So feel your hands reaching away from one another. And then bring the right arm back in. Right arm is reaching forward now. Left arm opens out. And then bring it back in. Good, do that again, right? And in, and then go left. Keep that little scoop, open, and in. You ready for a little rotation? We're gonna reach that right arm back. You can stay here if you want a little bit more. Reach behind you, follow that weight or follow that hand with your eyes, and then back through center. You can also drop the weights at any point. Open your left arm out. Add that rotation. Right arm is reaching forward now. Left arm is reaching back. Feel that oppositional pulling your body back to center. Do that again. Listen to your body. If you feel your back, don't scoop back as far. Drop the weights. Maybe don't rotate the whole way. Let's go back again, left. And back through center. One more, right. And reach all the way back. And then go one more left. All the way back through center. And then come all the way up to seated. Okay, drop your weights. Okay, and then come down onto your forearms. So you're gonna stay neutral. So we don't wanna be tucked here. That's gonna be no work for your core. We wanna stay a little bit neutral. We don't wanna be arching our back, but you wanna think about having, not letting your spine like just get heavy towards the mat, okay? And palms down, try and have your elbows right underneath your shoulders and think of your chest kind of lifting up. So instead of being here, think of those shoulders staying nice and neutral and lifting up through your chest a little bit. So let's come onto our tippy toes. Hold, hold. Think of your belly button pulling into your spine. Nice long necks. Reach your right leg up and left. So hold right here. We're gonna reach our right leg forward and then we're gonna pull it back in. Even weight on your hips, left. And in, let's go right again. Exhale out, inhale in. Don't let those hips move, left. And in, right again. Reach if this bugs anyone's shoulders. You can do this lying flat as well. And left. And in, you ready? We're gonna reach our right leg. We're gonna reach our left leg up. Some people may be able to go way higher if you're a little bit more flexible, doesn't matter. And then scissor the opposite way. So keeping them both pretty long. If it feels better having them a bit bent, that is fine as well. or straighten them, reach. Really pull them apart, reach. Even weight on your hips. And switch. Again, exhale, switch. And switch. You got 2 more each way. Switch. And switch. Last one here. Keep that core pulling in, belly button to your spine. Switch. And then pull all the way in. Lower those toes. Lower all the way down. Have a little roll around. One way and the other. All right, and then let's come onto our sides. So let's have our left leg bent underneath us. Have a weight handy. We're going to use it in a sec. So you're on your sides. Your left ribs are a little bit lifted on the mat. You can be lying on a pillow or on your left arm there. Left leg is bent, right leg is reaching. So right toes in line with your hips, your shoulders, your head. Just have your hand on your hip so you can kind of pay attention to what's going on with that hip. So toes are reaching constantly this way. Top of your head is constantly reaching this way. So you're really nice and long. I want you to just start with circles. So just your right thigh bone, circles in your hip socket. Go for 5 more this direction. And 4, doesn't matter at all how big they are. You want to think stability. 3, 2, hold, and then go the other way. Again, just those nice little smooth circles. Go 6 and 5, 4, 3, keep reaching, 2, last one, hold, so you're reaching your toes away from the top of your head. Now you're going to do rainbows, toes down to the front edge of your mat, still reaching away. Toes to the back edge of your mat. So up and over and up and over. Go 6 more like that. Notice if your weight is shifting in your bottom leg, if it shifts down to your knee as your leg comes forward and then shifts out of your knee as your leg comes back. Like if you're tipping that way, try not to do that. So really minimize the shift. If you want an extra challenge, have your left leg straight as well. That's going to make it a lot more challenging stability wise. If you got 1 more each way, switch and switch. Head is staying heavy on this left arm or pillow, and then reach that leg straight out underneath you. So really think length, reaching toes away from the top of your head. Now grab your weight, reach it straight up to the ceiling. You're going to reach your arm away from those toes. I can't quite fit. And then you're going to pull back in. So knee in line with your hip, and then reach out again. And then pull back in. Keep that head nice and heavy. You've got 6. Inhale out. And 5. Reach. 4 more. Inhale and in. 3. And back. Last 2. Remember that right leg ends up at a 90-degree angle here. So your shin is parallel with your mat. Last one, pull in, stay there. You ready? Lift and lower. Make sure it's 90. Lift and lower. Pelvis stays still. 6 and lower. 5 and lower. I know it hurts. 4 and lower. You can do it. You've got 3 and lower. Last 2 and lower. Last one, go up and stay. 8, arm only. Same movement. Back up. Hold that leg. Don't let it drop. 7 and up. 6, stay steady. 6 only, 6 only, 6. Oh my goodness. 5, lower and up. 4 more and up. 3 more, lower and lift. Keep that leg up there. Maybe lift it a little higher. 2. Last 1. Lift it up and then lower all the way down. Okay, give that right hip a little bit of a stretch out. So let's do a little thread the needle. So right foot in front of your left knee. Come up onto your tippy toes, hug that knee in, whatever feels good for you. Hold for a nice couple of breaths. What does that feel like? No idea what time it is. Perfect. For a couple more nice deep breaths. Really let go through that hip with your exhales. And then bring those feet back down about hip distance apart. So we're going to drop our knees to the right, bring them up and drop them left. Do that again, up to the ceiling and drop as far as that feels good. Go 2 more each way. And up and down. Last one here, up and up and down. Right. And then let's come on up. We're going to flip. Same thing, other side. So starting with that right leg bent underneath you, you can lie flat on your right arm or a pillow, and then just stretch that left leg out underneath you. So really reach toes away from the top of your head, keeping those hips nice and stacked, keeping your head heavy on that right arm, and just start with those circles. So as you're circling, just think about that that left thigh bone circling in your hip socket. Nothing else is changing. Your core is keeping you steady. Ribs stay tight around your center, so lots of obliques. Go for 3. Go for 2. Go for 1. Pause, and then go the other way. Again, just that smooth movement as you're circling. You're really focusing on that pelvic stability. Go for 4. 3. Last 2. Last 1, and then reach out through your toes. So really finding that length, keep those right ribs that little bit lifted, rainbows, toes down to the front edge of your mat, toes down to the back edge. And again, just notice, are you shifting on that right leg, that bottom leg, as you move forward and back in your rainbow, or are you able to really stabilize through your center? So think more about that, less about using that right leg for stability. Remember, you can reach that right leg out and do it this way as well. That is much harder to stay steady for sure. You might have to make your rainbow smaller if you're doing that. Bend. I don't embarrass myself. Let's go 3 more like this. And back, last 2. And back, last 1. Forward and back, and then reach out through your toes. Grab your weight again. Reach all the way up. Okay, so we're going to reach that arm overhead. So thinking length through that whole left side of your body. Your right side is long as well. And then come all the way in. So bending your left leg to that 90-degree angle at hip height, and then reach out. Inhale, length. Exhale, pulling in, still keeping those waistlines long. Reach. Reaching. And in, you've got 3. Keep that left leg lifting right up at hip height and reach. Last 2. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Last 1, reaching. Pull back in, hold there. So keep your arm where it is, just your leg up and down, knee and foot together. Up and down. Go for 6, keeping your head heavy in that elbow or that arm there. Your pillow. You've got 4. Control. 3. Up. Control. 2. Up. Control. Last 1. Holding right here, just arm. Keep your legs still and up. Inhale, upper, your legs stay still, your thighs stay still, your upper leg, I guess, maybe that's what I was thinking about saying. Go for 4, inhale, and 3, control, and up. I know what I was thinking, move your upper arm, don't just move your hand. Upper arm lifts, upper arm lowers, right? Moving from the part of your body closest to your core. Last 1, lower, and lift, and then lower all the way down. Okay, on to your back. Let's have our left foot in front of your right knee. Hug that right knee in tight. So you can lift that foot. You can keep your toes down, whatever feels good. Nice couple of breaths there. And then let's drop that leg down. So feet back about hip distance apart. We're just gonna let them fall to the right, back to center and left. Up and switch. And up and switch. Go one more each way. And then let's roll ourselves up. We're gonna come to a 4-point kneel here. So hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Find that nice neutral through your spine. So not tucking, not tipping one way or the other. Really press into your hands so that you can feel those lats and serratus working under your arms. So number one mistake, probably in a 4-point kneel, is letting your shoulder blades come together like this, letting your head fall forward. So to counteract that, press through your palms, really think about that width across your upper back. Like your shoulder blades are as wide across your back as they can be. So let's stay right there. Press a little bit through your left knee and your left shin, and then send your right leg straight out. So keeping that pressure through your left as you lift your right. Hold there. Now, if you want, you can bring your left arm up across your body onto your back, whatever feels good. We're just gonna tap our right down and then extend and reach. So inhale as you tap, exhale as you reach. I'm thinking about reaching the top of my head away from my toes or away from my tailbone when I'm here, and reach. Go for 4. Still pressing into your left leg, right? 3. Easier said than done, right? But if you're doing that, you should feel your left outer glute and outer thigh. Last one, let's go in, kick out, stay there. Now from here, bend your knee, flex your foot. You can bring your left arm down if you need to. Watch that you're not locking your right. Lift up an inch and down an inch, just tiny. Up and down. Go for 4. Up and down. Last 3 and down. Last 2. Up and down. Still pressing into your left and down. Last 1. Up. Bend that leg all the way in and sit yourself back to a little shell stretch. Give those wrists a little twist. All right. So now from here, we're going to come down onto our left forearm. Right arm is going to be straight, but not locked. It's just your palm is going to be down. All right. So just with your left arm bent, your weight automatically wants to shift right. Let's try to counteract that by pressing through our left leg again. Kick your right leg out, reach out through your toes and hold. So reaching toes away from the top of your head, right? Now we're going to turn this right leg out. You're going to bend it into your elbow. Shorten that right waistline a little bit and then kick it out and squeeze up. So you've got 8 like this. So this is 7, back, squeeze. 6, in, back, squeeze. Constant pressure through your left. You should feel your left glute more than you feel your right. Do you? I hope so. 4, back, squeeze. I sure do. 3, in. If not, just take a peek. Is your left knee really under your left hip? 2, last 1, in, back, squeeze, stay there. Tap those toes, lift them up. Keep your tail lifting to the ceiling. Tap and lift. 6 more. Still pressing into your left knee, right? Left shin, left foot. 5, reaching toes away from the top of the head. Lengthen that spine. 3, 2, last 1, right up, bend her in, sit back again, give those wrists a little twist, spin around for the other side. So take a nice couple of breaths there. All right, actually we're gonna start up here, aren't we? Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. All right, so really press into those palms, keeping those shoulders away from your ears. You're gonna kick your left leg straight out. Oh my gosh, how does that happen? All right, left straight up, lift it up to about hip height, hold right there. So reach the top of your head away from those toes. You ready? All we're going to do, actually we can lift our right arm up if we want. We're gonna just come in, kick up, in, and back. Go for 6. 5, in, 4, and back, 3, and back, last 2, in, and back, last 1, in, and back. Stay there, right knee still underneath your right hip loose. Bend your left knee. From there, kick up 2 inches and down, up and down, go 4, and down, 3, and down, last 2, and down, last 1, up, pull it all the way in, and then sit all the way back. Give those wrists a little shake. And then we're gonna come up for our lateral. So right elbow is down, right fingertips reach across to your hands. Keep those nice long waistlines. Kick your left leg out, lift it up, turn that leg right out. All right, so we're gonna bend this knee in towards your left elbow. You can shorten your left waistline slightly, then squeeze back and up. So in, back, and up. It's really easy to shift your weight to the right here. Try not to do that. In, back up. In, back, squeeze. Good, go 4. In, how's that right side doing? Are you still pressing into your right knee and shin? 3, 2, back, squeeze. Last one, in, back, squeeze. Keep that leg pretty straight. Just tap in lateral rotation. So knee is pointing out to this side. Tap and lift. Go for 6. Tap, press through your right knee and shin as you lift. 5, 4, 3, last 2, and lift, last 1, and lift, and then bend that leg in. Sit yourself back to that shell stretch again. Give those wrists a little shake. And then let's come down onto our tummies. We're gonna do our little bit of extension here. So feet are gonna be about hip distance apart. Let's have our hands in like a little diamond and our forehead can kind of just rest on our hands there. All right, so make sure your feet are as wide as your mat. Let those shoulders round forward. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time. So let your shoulders just round completely forward, all right? And then to start your movement, so you're not gonna come up right into this kind of a thing. It's just really, really small extension, super small in Pilates. So I want you to just think about rolling a marble away, maybe like 2 inches in front of your nose. Think of just tipping that nose away. And then from here, think of your collarbones reaching forward as you extend up through your upper spine. So the top of your head is reaching away from your toes. Your collarbones are reaching the same way. Take a breath and then melt back down. So one vertebra at a time comes back down. Take a breath here. Think about that marble right in front of your nose again. Slide that marble away ever so slightly. And then again, coming into that little extension, not here. You're here, you're still looking straight down. So your spine is in line. Yeah, very good. And then slow and controlled melt back. So go for a couple more like this. As we do this, notice where you're gripping. So slide the marble away. You can use your arms this little bit. Lengthen through the top of your head. Collarbones are reaching forward. And hold. Now notice, are you clenching your glutes together or can you keep them relaxed? How about through your low back? Do you feel any tension through there? If you do, just lower down slightly and try to engage your core a little bit. So pull your belly button up away from the mat slightly. See if that helps. And then roll back down. So if any of those things were that I just was talking about were things you were doing, if you were gripping your glutes or you were feeling your low back, let's think about what we need to do before we come up this time. So roll the marble away slightly. Engage your abs, maybe relax your glutes. So think of belly button towards your spine and then again, come up. See if that makes a difference, hopefully. Slowly come down. And then one more, relaxing through your glutes, belly button towards your spine, right on up. Take a nice breath, hold here, lengthen that spine a little more. And then come all the way down. Sit yourself right back again to that little shell stretch. Nice couple of deep breaths. All right, and then come back to a 4-point kneel. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Kick your right leg straight out, reach through that right heel. Take a breath there. Ready, you can do the same with your left. So no collapsing here. Think about that nice neutral, strong shoulder girdle, and then kick your left leg out. So take a breath, keeping that core connected. You're gonna drop your right knee, almost touch, and then press, and then go left. Almost press, almost touch, and then press. Do that again. Keep your hips nice and lifted. And left. One more right. And press. One more left. And press, and then pick up that core. Press yourself all the way back. Holding when you're down there. Take a nice couple of deep breaths. Keep that tail lifting up to the ceiling. Ready? We're going to come all the way forward again. So lift onto those toes. Come right back into that plank. Holding here. Nice couple of deep breaths. Making sure your elbows are nice and strong. They're not locked. They're straight but not locked. Top of your head reaches from your heels. Core is connected. You ready? You're going to drop both knees. Almost touch. Inhale, lower with control. And press. 3 more like this, staying strong through those shoulders. Nice long neck. 2. Reach through your heels. 1 more. Press all the way back. Holding in that downward dog. This time let's walk our feet out. So bend your right knee, press through your left. And then up and switch. Ready, up and switch. 1 more, let's go up, switch, and then lift both up, drop both down, up, and then let's bend our right knee, pull it into our chest, turn that right leg out. So you come down for a little stretch here. So thinking of that right knee pointing out to this side, and then you can come down as far as it feels good. Take a nice couple of breaths. Just letting go of any tension that you might feel in that right hip. And then come back up. Curl those left toes under. Step your right leg back, pull your left in, turn it out the same way. Take a few deep breaths here. All right. And then back, up and up. This time step your right leg in. So like a runner's kind of a stretch. You can either stay here. You can drop this knee down. Feel that left hip flexor having a bit of a stretch out here. So in this stretch, think of your left heel pressing away as your hips go forward, and try to tuck your pelvis under a little. You'll really feel that left hip flexor. Nice couple of deep breaths. You can reach your left arm up. So same arm as is back, and open away from that left side. You'll feel even more of a stretch. Go back a little bit, really get into it. And then step that left down. Step your right back, left forward. So you could stay there if you want. You can come down here. If you keep your toes curled under and you tuck your pelvis under while you reach your heel back, you'll really feel that right hip flexor. Just kind of dropping into it that little bit. And then for that deeper stretch, you can reach your arm up and then just side bend away from it a little bit. You'll really feel that deeper stretch. All right.
And then just step your right foot forward with your left. Roll all the way up. Give those shoulders a nice little roll down. Whew. And you are finito. Thanks, guys. Hope that felt good. Hope everyone is healthy and happy. What has their cameras off today? It's different. Oh, some of you have them on. There we go. Nice to see you all. I hope I'll see you soon. If not, next Monday, I guess. Have a good week, guys.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Bye.
Bye.